Hey, my name is Ben. I'm an accent and pronunciation coach, and I help people improve their accent, pronunciation, and communication skills in English so they can speak more clearly, naturally, and confidently. And today, we're going to talk about content words and how these words can help you deliver your message in a clear way. So, if you're ready, let's get started. So, what are content words? Content words are words that have meaning. So, when you see them, you know what they mean. I'm talking about nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, and so on. Take a look at this sentence. I'm planning to buy a new car. I'm planning to buy a new car. We have four content words in this case: planning, buy, new, and car. So what happens with content words? We have to stress them. So we're going to make them longer, louder, and higher in pitch. I'm planning to buy a new car. I'm planning to buy a new car. Ta 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 ta. So we're making these words longer, louder, and higher in pitch. And we do this because these words carry the most meaning in the sentence. And that's the best way to make sure that we are delivering our message in a clear way. Now, here's the question. Do we emphasize, do we stress all content words equally? The answer is no. Depending on the context and depending on what you want to say, depending on the message that you want to deliver, then you have to emphasize or stress one word or another. However, the general rule is that we emphasize or we stress the last content word in the sentence. So let's go back to the previous example. I'm planning to buy a new car. The last content word is car. So car gets the most stress. So let's say the sentence. I'm planning to buy a new car. Ta 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 ta. Car gets the most stress. I'm planning to buy a new car. I'm planning to buy a new car. So because car is the last content word in the sentence, then it gets the most stress. And why do we do this? Because if we stressed all content words equally, then the message would be unclear. For example, if I said this phrase or sentence like this, then the message would be confusing. I'm planning to buy a new car. I'm planning to buy a new car. So it's confusing and people would start paying more attention to the way I'm speaking and not to my message. So stress the last content word in this case. I'm planning to buy a new car. I'm planning to buy a new car. And that makes more sense and it makes the message more clear. But what happens with longer sentences? We're going to take the sentence and divide it into smaller units. And then we're going to emphasize or stress the last content word in each unit. So let's go back to the previous example and add one more sentence. Now we have a very long sentence, so we're going to divide it into smaller units and we're going to emphasize the last content word in each unit. So in this case, we're going to emphasize car and job. So let's say the sentence. I'm planning to buy a new car when I get another job. I'm planning to buy a new car when I get another job. So now the sentence makes more sense and the message is clear because I'm emphasizing the last content word in each unit. In this case, car and job. So now you know, when you have a long sentence, divide it into smaller units and emphasize the last content word in each unit. So before we finish, I'm going to give you a short exercise and I want you to do three things. Number one, identify all the content words in the sentences below. Number two, divide these sentences into smaller units. And number three, identify the last content word in each unit. And then leave your answers in the comment section below and I'll give you feedback. And that's it. Now you know what content words are when to use them, and which content words to emphasize. If you enjoyed this video, then consider subscribing to my channel and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my next video. And if you want to know how I can help you improve your accent and pronunciation, then head on over to my website, absolutefluency.com. In the meantime, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.